Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm Sbahle Mkhize and this is my channel. If you're a regular Dzegular, a regular liker, a regular sharer, honey, thank you once again, Regular Dzegulars. Thank you so much for coming back and clicking on another video. And if you are new here today, welcome, honey. Don't forget to click that subscribe button and join the Regular Dzegulars Gumnandugula channel, okay? You're gonna enjoy it here, alright? Anyway, so as you can see by the title of this video, today I'm going to be talking to you guys about tips on how to date yourself during singleness, okay? So this is something that I love to do. These are tips that I've embraced in my life or rather in my season of being single. And I truly believe that these are things that are not only for single people, but people who are in a relationship. I feel like these are tips or things that you can incorporate in your life to ensure that you keep dating yourself even within a relationship. Maybe we don't call it dating ourselves when we're in the relationship, but rather taking care of ourselves and pouring into ourselves. So I would say, yeah, this is for single people, how to date yourself, and for people in relationships, how to pour into yourself. Because I truly believe that both things mean the same thing. Pouring into yourself, giving yourself what you need, taking care of yourself, and being the best version of yourself. Okay, so the first thing is to identify your love language. Okay, so this one was key for me because for the longest time, guys, I settled for anything, the bare minimum sometimes, and I was like, girl, this is not gonna work, okay? And so over time I realized that, hey, what do you love? What are the things that get your heart beating faster? What are the things that you value in a relationship or when you're dating? What are the things that you know are leaning into when you want to be in a relationship? But when you see someone doing these things, you fall in love with that person. Or when you see this person doing things for you, you actually feel like, whoa, this person actually knows me or understands me. So for me, my biggest one would be gestures. And it's not like these extravagant gestures, but rather someone that I know is thinking about me, or when trying to put something together, or is thinking about me by buying me like a bunch of flowers, or cooking for me, or thinking of me, whatever that case may be. And so that was important for me to know that, Spa, in your season of singleness, right, how do you incorporate that love language that you love into your life? So I'm gonna go straight into the tips now. So the first one was identify your love language. The second one actually flows from that one, which is to really be intentional about planning your solo dates. So when I talk about my love language and my gestures, I love going on planned things, like planned dates. It doesn't have to be extravagant dinners, but we sat and we said, hey babe, let's put together a weekend away, or let's go to a park and have a picnic, or let's go to the beach, whatever it is. Like, we plan ahead of time, put the things together. Some things can be as spontaneous, of course, but I love when I put thoughts into things. So in my singleness, obviously, how do I incorporate that? I actually sit down and I plan my solo dates. You guys see them translated on camera and you guys watch them and you come along with me, but I actually sit a few days before. I find places to go to, restaurants to go to, spas to go to, museums, parks, whatever the case may be, and I have myself in mind. I know my likes and dislikes, so that kind of gives me that element of someone is thinking about me and thinking about, hey, Sba would like this, and that's amazing that I can do that for myself. So I would say, like, even within a relationship, I think that's important. Sometimes excuse me, sometimes it's okay to have some time away from each other. Listen, why does this sound like I'm giving dating advice? This is not dating advice, okay? This is just, something that I feel like I want to incorporate when I start dating as well, okay? So yeah, be intentional about planning your solo dates or things that you do on your own, and put, time and effort in thinking about what you want to do when you have your time off or on your weekends. Okay, the next one is to romanticize your life, honey. Okay, you need to, let me tell you how I romanticize my life. Guys, when you're dating and, oh my gosh, there's a new love, you want to smell good, you want to feel smooth, you want to be all shaved and, and good hair, good nails, all of that. Like, yes, you want to look good, for your man. But like for me, I'm like, okay, how am I going to incorporate this into my singleness? Because I don't want to let myself go, but I also want to make sure that I give myself the best and not compromise. So I've decided that I'm going to romanticize my life. That Zara lotion you wanted that cost a fortune, you're going to go get it, okay? You're not going to get that Nivea Oyazio, that Regular Dzegulars Nivea. Let's try something new. Let's romanticize your life. When I go to bed, honey, I light candles. I don't know who I'm lighting them for. I'm lighting them for myself. I'm gonna light candles, make my room smell good. Sometimes, I like to run a bubble bath, pour some wine, light some candles, throw some rose petals, honey, and I romanticize my life. I give myself the best I can, and based off my pocket, right? And that's what I'm saying, like based off your pocket, romanticize your life. Do the things that you want to do, but romanticize it and put a little bit of extra there. Because, in as much as it's great to do these things for someone else and to show them that, I love you, I want to show you, I want to, do this for you. But now, I feel like you need to do that for yourself. So I've really taken that and ran with it. I romanticize my life. I try to do it as much as possible, and I budget for it, right? So I make sure that I have my romanticization, if that's even a word, in mind, in my monthly budgets. Like I put aside money for all the extravagant things that I love, because I want to intentionally plan for that, I actually call it Sba's life, or Sba, what did I say in my budget last time? Sba's luxury life, okay? That's what I put it as, under the expenses. Okay. The next one is to romanticize your dates, okay? So first I spoke about romanticizing your life. So just everything, the day-to-day things, you buy yourself the lovely things that you've never tried. And so now I want to actually say romanticize your dates. So when I say how I spoke about earlier, my solo dates, I literally plan ahead and I find places, try new things. And another thing I would say is, even when you get dressed for your dates, and you prepare yourself for your dates, put on that gorgeous dress. Or if you want, go shop, specifically for that date. Like how you would do in a relationship. You're going on a date with a guy. You want to look your best. You want to go find the best dress. You want to be, all the things that accentuate your assets. So do that, even for your solo dates. Like plan your outfits. Take some time in the morning. Put some makeup on. Like that stuff for me makes me feel good, man. And it romanticizes the date. Like it makes me look forward to the date. No one is waiting for me at the date, but I know that I'm fully showing up for myself. The next point is to talk nicely to yourself, guys. Like speak nicely and be kind to yourself. Like this one was the toughest for me, at first, because I truly believe I am the hardest person on myself. Like I am so hard on myself, especially when I'm not achieving or doing the things that I want to be doing. So talking nicely to myself and being kind to myself was so key, because even in relationships, I'm always gonna take this back to it because I think it's important. In a relationship, when you're with someone, you talk nicely to them. You want to be kind. You treat them like an egg. You caress them with your words. Yeah, Mr. Baby, my love, sweetheart, what do you want? All of that. You do that for someone else. Why not do that for yourself? So honey, I talk to myself kindly, and I call myself babe, and I call myself sexy. And it was tough in the beginning to build that pattern, or to build that tradition. Oh, that routine, right? Because in the morning, I try to stand in the front of the mirror and, talk to myself, say the things that I want to hear and the things that make me feel good. And I love pet names rather. I love oh, babe, sexy, all of that stuff. I'll be calling myself that and whatever. And I tell myself I love myself, and it's so it sounds crazy when you do it a few times. Come on, bruh. But you love yourself. But saying it, and the power of speech, and the power of speaking over your life, and the power of those words, those kind words, are so key to your mood and your emotions and how you carry yourself, right? Because constantly, all day, we have the subconscious mind playing over and over words and stories and things like that. So I think it's important to over and over play good, kind words over and over in our heads to ourselves. I think that also, really dictates the course of the day and how kind we are to ourselves and to others. Yeah. All right. The next one is to don't let yourself go. Okay, don't let yourself go, honey, especially with your grooming, with your nails, with your hair, with your little routines and the little patterns that you have in your life. Like, yo, this one was so important to me and it's really changed my life. And I think this one can still be done within a relationship. Set appointments for hair, like standing appointments for hair, nails, grooming, waxing, whatever it is that you do, masks or massages, facials, whatever you need to do to be the best version of yourself in terms of your physical body, right? Because as women, that is where our confidence lies, right? When we feel like our best selves. So eat well, drink well, buy yourself, the most expensive according to your pocket, champagne or wine, take yourself out on a fabulous date for good food. Also, take care of yourself, move your body, exercise, do all those things. Singleness, I feel like shouldn't be I'm so sad, I'm in my house, I'm in my PJs all day in front of the TV watching movies. No, honey, get into your gorgeous loungewear from Zara, put on some mascara, fagi shia, or fagi lip gloss, and that's on period. Don't worry, I'm going to translate all of that. Okay, all right. Now, the next one is don't be afraid of solo dates and solo vacations, okay? This one I've done a few times, and I actually have a vlog up on my channel where I traveled to Sanya, which is like basically the Bali of China, and I traveled there on my own. Loved it. Was so liberating, was so peaceful. Obviously, it's amazing to travel with friends and family. It's amazing to have someone there with you to share the whole experience, but it's also important for you to have memories by yourself and to be able to go on vacation, enjoy the world, and not have to wait for something or someone to be available to go on vacations or solo vacations. So I highly recommend that. That one was one of my favorites that I am still doing, that I still do, even if it's like, within the province, within the city, but I think that one is so important. The next one is the last one, this is the last point, is to buy yourself extravagant gifts, honey. Okay, so this one also is in relation to your budget. So also, another thing that I found, when I have myself in mind in my budget and my needs and my, things that I want to do for myself, it makes the gift even more meaningful. So like, for example, for my 30th, I'm already, I have in mind what I want, that extravagant gift that I want to buy myself. And I'm budgeting for it. It's really extravagant, so I have to start now. But that is something that I have in mind, and it's something that I have in mind for myself, and that gives it even more value and more weight, because it's like, why not, sis? Why don't you deserve this extravagant gift? Why should you wait for someone to get it for you? I think if you put aside the money and you budget towards it and you buy yourself that extravagant gift, it just makes it like, whoa, I am deserving. I deserve all the nice things in life. And another thing that I wrote down that I really want to live is like, you are worth it. And you don't need to do anything for anyone in exchange for that gift. Like, I think we need to normalize gifts like that for yourself, where you do not need, anyone or anything in exchange for what you're getting. You are doing that for yourself, from you putting aside that money and having yourself and your happiness in mind. Okay guys, so those are the 8 things that I can say are tips that really helped me in my singleness or my single season to date myself. And take what you can, obviously take what you want and what resonates with you. And obviously this is my opinion, my experiences, and let us know what you do. Tell us in the comment section, or tell me in the comment section, what do you do to date yourself if you're single, and if you're in a relationship, both actually, what are you still doing to date yourself and pour into yourself and love on yourself. So yeah, guys, thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next video. Mwah.